Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hunters of all ages, hello my friends, and welcome to this week's Hunting Lodge. My name is Jackson Beard, if we haven't met before, but where the heck you been? I'm really looking forward to this week. This is honestly one of my favorite parts of a new map, of a new reserve, with a new great one. We're gonna have some fun today, my friends. We're gonna have a great time. I've got dev controls. We're on a dev build, so do keep in mind, we might have crashes, we might have silly things happen because we're forcing our code to do things, and we're gonna force our code to do things today. So let's get caught up real quick. I got a couple things to touch base on, a couple things to show you, and I got a whole lot to show you. I'm super excited. First off, thank you everybody for coming out and having so much fun over these last few weeks as we ramp up towards the release of Son of Patan, coming next week. It's that close. It's hard to believe it is that close, because I just got goosebumps saying that. And I mean, there's so much to happen between now and then. We got the stream here today to go through some stuff. There's some early access for our creators coming up. You're going to want to check that out. I'll talk about that more in a bit. I want to show you guys, well, obviously the great one today. We're going to answer some questions. I've really seen some chatter around the community about this, so I'm looking forward to it. But I'm also going to show you, in fact, let's just right off the hop. I know, I just like to showcase the map. It's really there's three very distinct biomes on here, and if you want to see more of a deep dive in that, the very first stream we did 2 weeks ago, was that 2 weeks ago, we covered it. We actually took a nice close look at some of the areas. We're not going to do that today. We are going to head up north to Himal. This is it's a very mountainous region. You'll see we're gonna get up close and personal with some Tahr up there. First, though, let's check something out. Let me show you. I'm just hanging out in here. Don't mind me. Just, doing my thing. I'm at the main outpost. It's hard not to start kicking this ball around. Man, I think that was the longest 10 minutes of my life waiting for this stream to start. Seriously. Okay, so last week, we had a lot of fun. We took a look at all of the species. We got to see what was up with all the animals and kind of get a feel for what's going on. Well, one thing I wasn't on top of, and it's because there's a new mechanic to this, and let me show you. The Gundhar. Did I say that right? Oh, I'm just terrible. I hope I did. It's a gorgeous rifle coming to the game, but what I couldn't do last week, as I wasn't aware, this is really cool, is that right there. As small as it may seem, this is awesome. Look how it adjusts as I hit my zeroing. It literally, for the first time, changes our point of view on the rifle. It's so cool. It's so incredibly cool. Now, yes, there's been a big discussion about this rifle. The fact that, Martini is just a beast of a weapon. This thing is no slouch, but it does only go to class 8. We are aware it's something that's been talked about a whole lot. Maybe that's something our devs will take a look at, but this is where we're at on release. This thing, it's fantastic. I think they've captured the essence of it. The rounds are absolutely insane, but I love this. And you do this if you're on PC by clicking your middle mouse button. So what's that? Your left thumbstick, guys. If you're on console, I believe it's the left or the right thumbstick. It's one of the two. I don't play with a controller very often, forgive me. But that's how you pop that up and down. So like last week we're out here and I'm like, why can't I get my sight up? I'm sitting here toggling my zeroing like I'm doing something wrong. But kind of cool. That's neat, right? I think that's really neat. And then moving through the zeroing, I really like that interaction. I mean, okay, I'll stop nerding out over this, but this is really cool in my mind, and yeah, I think you guys will have a lot of fun with this thing. Anyhow, there we go. So that's not the focus today, but I really wanted to show you guys that. What's up, lady? What's up, Flitter? Good to see you guys. I know you're all excited. Chris, what's going down? We got our partners in chat. I know everybody's super excited for this. And I'm actually really excited to see our creators get their hands on it. You can check them out this weekend. That's right. The creators have the early access. You can find a full list of them in our Discord. All of our partners are going to be out there running around with this. You know, we purposely haven't touched much on the Ghost of the Mountain, the Snow Leopards. We've left that to our creators. So, and I've seen what they've been up to already. They will not disappoint. So go and check them out. That's going to start this weekend on Friday, and it will run right up until release. I'm not like getting ahead of myself, right? Like we are legitimately 1 week away. We're 1 week. We're a week away. This is kind of crazy. It's kind of wild. I'm just absolutely floored. The zeroing distance on this bad boy. Sorry, I just saw that. Gotcha, bearded daddy. It's 75 meters. 75, 150, and 250. Honestly, at the 250, there's a lot of fall off, which you would expect. From this rifle IRL, there is a lot of fall off at that range, but I mean, it still works, especially for what you can take with it. It's pretty crazy. Oh my goodness, Julia Chill, how are you? Hello and welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. So there we go. Let's get down to what everybody wants to see here today, and I can't wait to show you. Now we've done something different here with Sunda Patan. You know. Here, let's position. Let's go get positioned. We'll pop one in and we'll start talking about this. We're gonna go take a look at the Tahr, my friends. Let's just go north, baby, and get ready to rock. How about a little side tunage here? Okay, that was impressive. What was that? Someone's gonna have to identify these native sounds in the background, the different birds and whatnot. I know nothing of this area other than what I've learned. I've since seen this come to inception, which is pretty dang cool. I've literally watched this become a reality. And you know, the first day that I saw anything on this, I was in Sweden, and our animators called us over, and they said, "Hey, check this out." And you know, first time I've seen anything on Nepal, and it was the tiger stalking and pouncing, and I jumped about a foot out my seat. It was absolutely insane. Everything about this reserve has just been a heck of a ride. It certainly has. And next week we all get to enjoy together. We get to see what the community thinks when they get their head. Okay, enough flapping. Let's go. We got Tahr to spawn in. Let's take to the air, shall we? Let's go find somewhere suitable. It's gorgeous up here. Now, I can see I'm having issues. A little bit of choppiness on here. I am running my camera at 1080. That shouldn't affect it. Dev build, these things happen. Bear with me. All right, where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? Nice mountainous slope. We might even catch some of the snow here. That's right, there is dynamic weather here in Sunda Patan, Nepal. It's special too when you get hit with it. Oh, I can't go too far out of the way. Are we within range right here? No, I'm gonna get the message. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, I know, I'm turning back. I've turned back. Oh, that's a nice clearing right there. This looks like a good place to have a little fun. It really is something great. Oh, the yaks are insane. Did we actually pass some? Was I not even looking? You should see them. They really like the northern climate here as well. They're a lot of fun. I don't know, borderline. I think they're one of my favorites. But we're not going to go around and look for them right now. Some of these alpine lakes is just gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, what do we got to? It's a rock. Yeah. If that had a been on our socials, you guys would have been telling us I knew something or other. Holy, can I just get here? Let's go. There, that looks good. Are we still in Himal? Hey, there we go. Imgiri. Very nice. Are we good? We are good. Let's go ahead and try not to break a leg while I set down. Okay, no, we're all right. Everything's fine. Everything's good. What a beautiful backdrop here. Man alive. And do the Tahr drinking stuff. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. I've seen you guys talking about that. And actually, I think that's very astute from our community, seeing that we do have something very unique here with these Tahr. And the fact that they spend their times up in the northern climate, I guess I'll just give it to you right now. This is the first great one that does not have a drink zone. It's a different take. We knew it would happen eventually. We knew we would end up with something that's a different form of hunt. And that's exactly what this is. It's pretty cool. I gotta be honest. And that's for tomorrow. It's still very viable. Now, I'm going to just say this. I'm going to talk directly to our grinders right now. It is still viable to grind this great one if that's how you choose you want to do. But obviously, you're going to have to adjust your tactics. And I can't wait to see you all put it together. It can be done. I poked around with it some myself. Some of our testers have. And yeah, it's definitely something that we have yet to see in the game. So yeah, it will be more challenging until it's figured out. Honestly, then it becomes just a different style of hunt. It's not like it's this impossible hunt. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. We'll see more at some point in the future with different mechanics, and I love that our devs are getting flashy. I really, really do. Okay, so. Here we go. Let me pop over. You know what? It's so much better when I can do this. Let me close that down and pop that. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to start with a random. We'll see if it gives us a male or gives us a female. Nothing in particular popped here, but there we go. This is a female who I did not change their state to ignore just about everything. Yeah, so let's we'll pop another one in. And there we go. So you guys have seen a fair bit now. Let me freeze them in place as well. Now, we popped some of these on the socials. You've actually seen a couple varieties of the great one. But let me introduce you to the Tahr. This has become one of the more requested animals ever since New Zealand. Tahr Aurora was released. And it's something that our devs wanted to bring to the game in the right way, because there were so many expectations. You can see our artists have spent a good bit of time on them. If you would hold still, oh, well, thank you for that. Yeah, they're absolutely gorgeous. They've got a lot of detail. They got a lot of floof, which is pretty dang cool. But this is not the great one. This is a common fur variety. Let's just have a little fun with this now and take a look. So what can we expect on the normal variations? Well, we have, I think this is a red brown. Okay, that's the red brown. Here's a light brown, a straw, and a red. Now, here we go. The straw looks very nice. Very good colors, very good muscle definition and tone. I like them. Seriously. You kind of expect these things to be buff. They're working around in this upper rocky area. It's pretty wild. But there is more or less the common varieties that you guys are going to find of these bad boys. And bad girls. Yeah, it's pretty dang cool. Now let's take a look at the rares that you can find on these. This is pretty cool, I must admit. So let's pop in. Now, I'm not sure if the white is a rare. I think it's an uncommon. So here's the white. It's gorgeous. It really, really is. It's got such a nice look to it. And here's the albino. So, of course, we can see the differences with those pink hues and tones around their eyes and ears, around the mouth and such. Both very, very pretty. I think these are uncommon, and I believe these to be our rares. You guys can confirm this when you get them on the map. I don't have that separated on here, but I'm pretty positive the white's an uncommon. And this being our rare. Pretty dang cool. Pretty cool. But where's all the fluff? Well, these ones that I've been pulling in, let's bring in an albino male. Pow. We can see the difference right away between the males and the females. Quite a stark contrast in difference. Like, is this so they can, is this like a, you know, the ability to prance and strut their stuff? You know, because look at the floof, man. Look at the freaking floof. And that's just a level 1 with the little guff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Still very impressive. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is your Tahr lineup. Thanks very much. Heck of a stream today. We'll see you guys all next week. And, oh, there's more that you want. Of course there is. Let's pop them in over here. Let's get a much closer look now at what the new Great One Tahrs look like. Yeah. We're gonna go through the list. Now, disclaimer, once again, I have the ability to do things. I'm not 100% that we will see them in the albino. I believe we will, but just for clarity's sake, I'm looking at my list and I see albino, black, red, straw, the white. I believe there is the option to get them in, but I'm not 100% on that, and I will confirm that at release. For now, let's just go with what I know to be true, and we'll start with the Fabled Gold. They're that magical, up and out of the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, man alive. Hold on. Let's go in and turn our hunting hut off. We will hide all animal clues, and just to give it a much nicer look. Oh, heck yes. Oh, it's like you knew right there. Photo opportunity. Isn't that, yes, that is insanely camouflaged. Some of these are going to be hard to spot. Please bear with me. The cough is not part of the DLC. Yeah, no, that's just my own contribution. This is insane. This is the Fabled Gold. Now, you know there's more to come, and you've seen a couple, but when you look at that floof, when you get a chance to really see that color variation and the way the sun hits it, watching one of these things line up in your sights is gonna be something. It's definitely gonna be something. It's like, oh my goodness, are we gonna get some snow? We might actually get some snow while we're moving in here. Man alive. What do you mean terrible lighting? That's not so bad. Jaxie's beard on Great Ones? Oh no, nobody needs that. They are gorgeous, aren't they, Horizon? I love the floof rats, absolutely. I agree. Man. Oh no, folks. Well, hey, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. We wanted to do something different. We certainly did. And this was a very unique opportunity with us to bring a different style of Great One to the game. You know, not everything's got to be the big crazy antlers, and sometimes it's about you know, the area you hunt them and what the individual species can bring to the hunt. And make no mistake, it is all about the hunt. Chasing these guys down, you know, not having a lot of cover. Although at the rest zones, at the rest times, it's a little bit different. I'll let you guys discover all that. it just is really something that our devs wanted to offer instead of just the standard, what you've come to expect for the great ones. We've had a pretty good reception from those that have been testing, and I can't wait to see what the community thinks once you get your hands on this. So, but you know, we can't please everybody all the time, but we are certainly going to try. All right, so there we go. That, my friends, is the fabled gold. We're going to leave them there. We're going to leave them all here. They're going to walk in place. It's going to look a little funny, but we're using dev controls. We make these things happen. But gorgeous, I'd love to give them once it's released. Awesome. Absolutely love it. Victorian era sheep. Victorian era rider, actually. I dig that. Is there one with a lot of floof? Let's get to it. We'll go through some more. This is the direction of great one, buddy. Oh my god. Look, it'd have to be Monty Python style. Buddies flying at you. Okay, maybe not, but it would be really entertaining. What an April Fool's fun that would. Okay, let's go ahead and pull the next one in. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the fabled gold. Let's get ourselves the fabled gray. Now I've got these turned right up. Ladies and gentlemen, fabled gray. Poof. Oh, the floof is real. Look at that. Would you call that a mane? Because it's glorious enough, I may call this a mane. Once again, our artists outdoing themselves. Now, just imagine the snow coming down with this all around. The floof is real. The floof is real. It is a mane, right, Cadis? Good to see you, by the way. I would call this a mane. Would you call this a mane? But with those blue crystal-like eyes. Okay, it's something else, man. It was bad. It is something else. Ladies and gentlemen, the fabled gray. I'd be very interested to see what everybody's favorites are. I have an idea on what some of them will be, what the top contenders, but it's hard to choose because, you know, as our developers have, with every release, we just add a little more to our arsenal, and we've seen the great ones get fleshed out to something mythical, that real sought after hunt. When you see one, like, I mean, my heart skips a beat, you know. And it's no wonder when you see the love and the care that they're putting into these things. Not bad. Not bad. Look at the big old curl on there too. I might have turned that up a little. Love it. Absolutely love it. Let's go down the list. Let's go down the list. 9 of 10, absolutely amazing. Love to hear it, Thunder Bunny. We need a multi for the Tahr where they're butting heads, so we could do sun versus moon with these two. Yeah, there might be some multi-mount action happening. You guys will have to find that out. I don't like to spoil that stuff. Okay. The dark red. Now, we've seen the dark red, but we haven't seen them. Oh, here, let me, it just seems to be a nicer effect. I know that terrible screen keeps coming up, but just deal with that. I know there's nothing that I'm spoiling there. Pow! The dark red. You can see the difference if you look at, you know, this guy. Now, arguably, this is where I'm unsure. I do believe this is one of the confirmed, because we also have a dark red. Was that one back there, I believe? So very similar, but King Floof wins. Like, even look at how some of them on the back here. This is what makes me wonder, is this a confirmed? This is the challenge. This is the challenge when I'm doing these, because, you know, dev controls. Right, so take it with a grain of salt. It looks awesome. Love to hear it. King of the Penguins. Love to hear it. What up, Lion? Good to see it. Dark red is mid. Don't like the dark red? Religo Dime has better horns. I mean, that's a feral goat. We're talking Tahr right here. You know, brand new species that come to the game. It's a shame to really compare, but by all means. Okay, let's move down. So I'm not sure about the albino and the black, but let's just move on to the fabled latte. That's right. This one, I don't know if this is in my top 3, just because of that blend. It's so cool. Give me. This is RGT. It's hard not to want this one in your trophy lodge. This is your favorite, Nate? Is it really best one? Oh man, you guys, it's definitely one of the top contenders. But don't choose yet, because we got more to go, man. We really do. But that blend, I see where they come up with the latte. It's gonna make me thirsty every time I see one of our creators pull this out of the bush. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Crow. Best one so far, you think, buddy? You need this? 11 out of 10, Kim. Very nice, very nice. I know, it's really, like, what a lineup. But wait, there's more. We're not done yet. You understand why we saved this for last this time around. It's just this. I need a drink here. Seriously, can we just take a moment to appreciate that? Like, I'm gonna point it out, this is a 7-year-old game. We have had updates, but it's the same engine. And the team has just been bettering everything as we go. Look at this. Look at this modeling. Like, am I the only one that sits back and goes, wow? Well done to our incredibly talented artists. You just keep blowing my bearded mind. I know. See, they agree with me. It's like we got the peanut gallery back here. One day we'll grow up to be a great one. No. No. Okay, let's move down the list. Gonna be hard to top. I maybe should have saved that one for last. There are some more of those. So this one, my friends, is called The Fabled Half. And it's kind of unique. Just that split. Just imagine you're right at the tree line, it starts snowing, and you don't know what you're looking at. Like, seriously. It's just... This guy was confused when he decided to spawn and said, I want the dark, I want the light, And we have dark and light, baby. It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Pretty cool. And I love the change in definition. There's just little subtle hints here. And seeing that back floof, it really does make me think this guy's not meant to be. But he's on my list. He's on my list. So we're gonna pop it out anyways. But yeah, we'll confirm as we hit release. And there it is. The Fabled Half. Half of what? Half of gloriousness. Oh wow, you like that one, Capro? That's pretty cool. It is. Personality disorder, Bex. He can't decide. For sure, your favorite King of the Penguins. Really, man, it's hard, but just wait, because wait, there's more. And when I say there's more, like seriously, there's a whole lot more. It's just wild. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I changed it to 1920 by 1080. That made a really funny effect, didn't it? We'll refrain from pushing that button. Okay. Speaking of pushing buttons, let's move on and see what you guys think of this one. Oh, man. Okay, who else? So some of you have already proclaimed your absolute favorites. So clearly, this is not for you then. This is the Fabled Snow. And they're just getting this camouflage. It's gonna be like a floating head in the snow. But I don't know, King of the Floof, I think that might take it on the Floof. A pretty tough runner on the gold, but that's pretty damn cool, man. I know they're like Pokemon, you have to collect them all. But just with the way the white is, that frames it in. Like, oh my goodness. I want to stick it on the end of a pen. Twirl it like one of those troll heads. I love it. And I just love how they're doing this mix on the fur. It grabbed me. So you'll understand why I have a hard time between some of them, because man, oh, but you also have to take a moment as we're magically popping these in onto the map. Anyone has the opportunity to come across these. When and if you do, picturing any of these stepping out in this climate. Just imagine cresting the hill, you know, and looking off in the distance. Some of these are going to be so incredibly camouflaged. You know, seeing them lined up like this is one thing, but seeing them walking through the brush, stepping out into the open, you know, and then there's also, like, you can see how they're blending in just in the background. But you have to imagine these walking through some of the trees, through some of the rest areas. It'd be pretty interesting. Excited just to be here in the mountains hunting for them. Yeah, and you do need to be up in the mountains. They're very separated, and you'll really come to feel how the home ranges work on this reserve. There was a lot of time and care put into that. You know, like, you're not gonna find this may be a spoiler. Okay, sorry. Jeez, they're like, but you're not gonna find your tigers up here in this highly mountainous region, and you're not gonna find your Tahr down here. So it really has been crafted for the hunt. You'll see as you get your hands on it. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I don't want to go, whoa! Oh man, I wish I had some music queued up for that. Okay, let's go on to the next. On to the next, and then we're gonna do a recap on the whole lineup. I'm forgetting which is which. That is so cool. Okay, let's get this next one lined up accordingly. And Fabled Snow. Now on to, I'm going to omit the dark brown and the white for now. But I do think the dark brown, red brown, and light brown are a thing. But let's stick to the Fable. This one you guys have seen, and honestly, the picture did not do it justice. This was the first peek you guys got at the new Great One that was sent out via email. If you've signed up for that on our website, I highly recommend, if you haven't, that you don't miss out. You'll see we're sneaky these days, man. It might be on socials, it might be in Discord, it might be on stream, it might be on the website, but it is always coming to you. And that is none other than the Fabled Scars. This guy, honestly, is low-key super freaking cool. You couldn't see them all that well. You could only really see this scar. But look at this. This guy, man, he's seen some things. Like, seriously. There's a story to be told here. A little more gruff than the rest. He's a fighter. Maybe he traveled a little bit too far south and west. Maybe he got into a bit of a tango with a hungry kitty. Maybe he lost his footing on some of this terrain like we're all going to do at least once or twice. Nonetheless, we are left with something very unique and battle-torn. Pretty dang cool. Now, these are big boys. I don't think the racks get much bigger. I'm showing you guys what you can expect out of the Great Ones right now. There is some variations. I'm not going to go and I'm just doing the one, and I'm not changing them up here. Man's going to fight with the tiger. What mistakes were made or corrected? There got to be a story behind this, right? Yeah, it's pretty. You have to grind Tahr. You don't have to grind them. And the initial spawns, no comment, but, you know, no official comment. But you haven't seen one in quite some time now, should be your answer. But if there was a fight, he definitely won it. You know, you can grind them. There is a means. It's different. There is a way to do so. But, you know, honestly, it was never... look, no matter what we intend, the players will always find ways to change things up, no matter how we intend it. Were Great Ones ever intended to be, you know, grinded out? No, but is it a way to hunt them? Absolutely. You know, being a casual player, you can absolutely get Great Ones. If it's your focus, of course, you're going to want to find ways to make that happen quicker. I personally love it when they just appear. you know, moving around and I selectively take animals, and that's how my Great One Moose came to be, and it floored me. These Tahr, if you want to grind them, if you want to be an opportunity hunter, it's completely up to you. You know, we've given you the game, and what you do with it, it's always amazing to see, my friends. It truly, truly is. Truly is. And they are supposed to be extremely elusive. That you know, literally that unicorn out there. Pretty cool to see folks get it. What's that? What don't you think is true? What did I miss? Just makes me want a zombie goat. Let's take a step up, our team. Let's take it a step up. Really, Jet Vegas? Take it a step up. Well, but wait, there's more. Funny you should say that, because the next one on the list, this may be my favorite. This is the last in the lineup. Man, we're gonna go back and take a recap on them here, but this, ladies and gentlemen, is the fabled skull. Yes, sir. You might have caught a sneak peek on this one. Patricia was in Discord today and dropped it. Thank you. I know I have a Windows update. I do. Next thing, WinZip's going to come up and make its appearance. And a little teaser was put out with this one. But the skull, very unique. You know, it's I feel like this is an ode to the ghost of the mountain, right? Getting that skull on there. It's awesome, man. It's just, with the way the white edges down into the dark, that separation on its face. I'm trying to get a close look. Can we? Hey, that's not great. Could you stop, please? Could we get a closer look at your glorious skull-like face? Look at the size of those antlers. It's just so thick, man. So cool. So cool. And those scars are just stepping out behind me there. And just something else, man. Oh, jeez. Yeah, insane Tahr pose. It's really something. He's dancing. Feathering is fantastic, right? Yeah. Pretty dang cool. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Our Great One Tahr lineup. These are all the fabled varieties. Man, to see even just one of these as I walk up this rocky slope, I would lose my bearded mind. What do you think, chat? What's your favorite? Which is your absolute must-have? Let's take a look once again. We're going to recap. Here is the 10 fabled Tahr. Just to give you a look, you wanted a spot on them. This was the gold. I'm gonna just pop that list. Oh, it won't stay out like that for me. Well, we had the fabled gold, the fabled gray, and this guy, I'm not so sure on. Just because of the lack of fluff on the neck, and it doesn't say fabled, but it's on my Great One list. But again, I'm spawning things in here. I don't believe we should omit him. I'm almost positive he's not meant to be there. I'm fairly positive now. We normally like to do this at a range, but let's just get a look-see and see if we zero this in short. Oh my goodness. Whew. And that would have taken you a while to crawl up to if you wanted to get that close. They are not an easy hunt, I will say that right now. We will take a quick look. Great One, there it is. You get an idea. Ooh. But I don't believe the dark red's gonna make it, so we're gonna just take that out of the lineup. I believe there to be 7 in total. I will confirm that for you. There it is. The fabled gold. Let me just check this lineup so I'm not misquoting. The gold, gray, and latte. So the fabled gold, the fabled gray is quite impressive. Looks aged, right? What do you think? Fabled gray does look aged. Oh, you guys are giving me, right now I see a lot of skulls coming up. The fabled latte, this one I think just for the contrast is really freaking cool. And I know that's going to be a crowd favorite. Then we have the fabled half, the fabled snow, and the fabled scar. Fabled half, self-explanatory. Fabled snow, arguably one of the floofiest. And the fabled scar. Now let's just, oops, sorry, ma'am, I'm sorry. Let's just take one close look at this. Because that's what makes this one so unique, is these crazy scars. And it's pretty cool, and it's got a really cool face on it. Battle worn, man. Battle worn. That'd be awesome seeing on a rack inside your lodge. And then, of course, the fabled skull. What do you think, chat? Gray and latte. Latte's cool. Okay. Fabled snow looks the best. The skull. Oh, jeez. A fabled half, 100%. Fabled scar. Fabled latte, Brendan. Okay. Skull, half, scar, and latte. All right, all right. Gold latte and skull. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. You know, while you guys are showing this here, we're doing something different. It's not really well. Right now, it's on Steam and on Epic. You can wishlist, which is it's relatively new. We've only been doing it for a couple reserves now. I would love to see us progress into pre-orders, be able to pre-purchase, but it's one step at a time. One step at a time. So if you haven't done so, please do us a solid. Head to your platform, and Steam and Epic, and hit that wish list. It really helps us look at things and compare it to the likes of Emerald Coast, because we did it for that one. I think we did it on New England as well. But it really helps us to see what you guys think. And maybe, I'm trying to distract from this glorious snow. Maybe we can actually get it that one step further in the not too distant future. Yes! Oh man, we couldn't have asked for any better. Incoming, baby. Incoming. Like the one that tried to get away. Oh man. And just like that, the dynamic weather rolls in and changes the landscape. All of a sudden, just some of your commons become super camouflaged. Man, you love the snow sticks in the game. We used to have that only over on Yukon, right? I mean, full time on Medved, but kind of fitting. Kind of fitting. So the particles look great. It's very immersive. I do believe it's very immersive. Oh, I've left my tips up. Oh well, whatever. We'll leave it here for now. They do get good camo in the snow, Beth, and they really do. Like, I just can't stress enough how it changes the landscape, you know? Look at that. Glorious. And yet down there is none. You feel like you've stepped into the Alpine. Like, they're there. They're there. And we're not that far away. You know? Like, we're 300 meters. Isn't that crazy? And just imagine. You know? Like, such a different type of hunt. And I love seeing our developers trying new things and trying to make the hunt more dynamic and to bring these new artistic renditions in. I don't know. Oh yes, they certainly do. The horns do change. I've got them all set to one particular type. There's got to be something for you guys to explore and to discover for yourselves. I think it's a breath of fresh air. I do too. I do too. It's a W for developers, 100%. I buy. What's happening, brother? And there we go. There we go. I don't want to spawn in a diamond. Honestly, I'd like to leave some for our creators this weekend. See the hype as they find them. I also want to leave it for you guys in the community. I can tell you that there was a little rack in here. This was a level 1, right? So you get an idea. They don't get like a whole lot bigger. They're not like over the top, over exaggerated, super crazy, What? Colby Graves, what? What did I miss? I don't know. Disclaimer, so like we can do it. I have them on my list here. Okay, but I don't know if I can't confirm if these are here. This is on my list as a black. And we also have the white. We have the albino, but I can't confirm that these will be. I think these are through my dev controls. It gives us a nice look at the Tahr. Perhaps this is possible. I want to confirm that because I've run into this before, but it would be pretty cool to have an albino version of a great one. But I believe my heart of hearts is telling me if it doesn't have Fable next to it, that we may not see it as a Fable. So that's why I was kind of shying away from doing that. But as is, this is a stream where I have the power to spawn the floof. And we're about to spawn some crazy floof. Let's just put that out here right now. Pretty dang cool. With this codex, I really do with not. Got that on. We got the hide hunting HUD is on. Is it gameplay? The tutorials and hints on off. I will not put the mission system on. No spoilers. And for those of you that maybe had any concern, it's stuck on here. I'd have to do a restart. It's okay. Maybe if I do the F1, it doesn't want to. That's okay. It is what it is. We're on a development build. These things will happen. But I am very pleased to say, with the early access for our creators coming this weekend, we have asked them one stipulation. We've embargoed the missions. We want those left entirely for you, the players, our community, to discover that on your own. So they will not be touching the missions over the early access period. And they understand as well. So no spoilers. You just get to go, and everything basically that I've shown you, you can get to see them, find them in action. This is wild. What a lineup. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest great one coming to the Hunter Call of the Wild with Sundar Patan, the Tahr. Pretty cool. Forgotten Souls, there is actually, some of the maps have some very good missions I highly recommend. Curiosity, good to see you today. Thank you. Thank you. I'm really... Oh, man. Can you hunt a single tiger? So, as we have said, there is only up to 16 tigers on your map. They are bound to a home range. You will not find them everywhere. But this does mean that there will be a very interesting hunt with them. And that's done on purpose because we don't want them overpopulated. It's not a shooting range. You know, there's through the storytelling, you'll understand. I would do the story were I you. You know, everyone's population can look different. So it's going to be a very unique take. The tigers are very unique. The ghost of the mountain, the snow leopards, very unique. There's less snow leopards than there is tigers on the map. And the home ranges through the regions are very interesting. They're interesting hunts. We've talked a little bit about the stalking mechanic that comes with the tiger. This is not the case with the snow leopard. They are probably one of the more difficult hunts in the game, but that's all I can tell you. They're pretty cool. I have seen Our creators do already have access. They're getting prepared. They're out there flexing right now, man, and they cannot wait for the embargo to lift. I've seen some pretty flashy stuff. They will not disappoint, as always. They're giving a lot of their time to check this out. Pretty cool. Do I think tigers will make the map stressful? The beautiful thing is, if you want nothing to do with the tigers, you can hunt a very, very large portion of the map and never see one. Our devs were very considerate in that regard. They're not everywhere. It's you know, when you go into tiger territory, that you can expect to have a run-in. Yeah. All right, on Bexar, sounds good, man. We're not going to give you an exact amount on leopards, but knowing that there's 16 tigers and there's less leopards, less snow leopards. Was there any word on making a new rifle cable for Class 9? It's up to Class 8, and that will be at release. I urge you, my friends, there is a conversation in the forums, in Discord. You can lend your voice to it for our devs to see. I won't comment much beyond that point because I totally want it to be Class 9 as well. There is obviously a game balance aspect to it. They didn't want it to become this incredible showstopper because, honestly, it really is a showstopper. That thing smacks. But, you know, to say that it's not something that would get looked at, it would be folly. You know, the community speaks up on points and our devs listen. Honestly, it's a unique rifle in the game. The thing has got some serious power to it. And really, it's just gorgeous. So, as we do with a lot of our rifles, they're not meant to be the real-life counterparts. There is a game balance. I think that something like this, honestly, it's a novelty hunt, which is immersive and it's fun. Is it going to be the new meta? No. And it's not designed to be a new meta. We don't ever want to make a new meta rifle. Arguably some step up above the rest. I'm looking at you, AR300. You know, but things will change as time goes. And it's absolutely in the realm of possibility at some point that maybe we relook at the range on it, but not for release. We're locked in, my friends. There won't be any changes. What you're seeing is what is landing. Other than the fact I'm on a development build, this is not the release build. Hence this little thing up in the corner over here. EW, great job on the map. New animals and fur types. Kudos to you all to continue to blow our minds. You're a great one. Just simply flopped. Now, folks, you're entitled to your own opinion, but you might be alone on an island on this one, my friend. I think this is a massive addition to the game. My personal, as somebody who's got way too many hours in here and works within the game, the team, and I live and breathe the Hunter these days, I am really pleased to see something different, something out of what is the norm. I think they're gorgeous, and yeah, don't knock it till you try it, my friend. Man alive. So, you know, I think we should probably take a closer look at how these animals would possibly look in some sort of a herd. Because you give me death controls, you know dang well what I'm about to do. I can't help it. They're gonna literally rewrite the program so I can't do this stuff in the future. You know this, right? I am literally trying to break the game right now. With no joy. Hold on. Hold on. Let's do this. Yep. Okay. That's a lot of great ones right there. Can we see them popping in? Oh, there they go. Never again will you see this many great ones in the Hunter Call of the Wild, baby. And you know, they don't go aggressive, but I could totally turn them aggressive. This is what happens when you give Beard the dev controls. And oh my goodness. That is a field of glory. I think we need more. We actually get a bit of a look at, let's paint the slope. Let's see what happens if I do it right here. I think they're coming in down below. Is that what's happening? Oh yeah, they're coming in over there. Here, if I go a little closer. Let me know in the chat, what do you think, my friends? Are you excited for a new style of Great One in the game? Does this make you think you may see other things? Like perhaps we see, I'm just saying, Great One Mallard, Great One Goose, right? It opens the door for something different. A Great One Sheep, a Great One Turkey. Oh, but could you make it, if you did a Great One Turkey, could you make it like 4 feet freaking tall? Like I would just absolutely make my Thanksgiving Day dinner. You know, lots that you could do. Make them go aggressive. I think we passed the serious point of the stream and we get to have a little fun. I'm literally just sitting here mashing buttons. Is there a limit? Is there a limit? I haven't been able to crash it. I honestly, I'm pretty impressed. We did this with the moose and I had herds of them for days. Look, they're just popping in everywhere here. Let's see. Okay, nobody can reach me, right? Now this is something you can't do. But they're frozen. They all just went aggressive. Okay, well, you're getting to hear the sounds. You'll never hear that many. All right. What about alarmed? I'm sorry. I can't help it. All right. Okay, so if we put them in flee, you can just imagine how much fun our dev team has, right? You can just imagine the things we can do with this. Okay, what else? Let's make them all alert. Huh? Oh, it's synchronized. I absolutely love it. Okay, and we'll put them back to a calm state. You gotta have a little bit of fun. My friends, there is so much happening. As I've said, we're actually, the store pages, you can head over, you can wish list. We would love to see it, see how many of you are actually interested. It's just a nice way to show our devs a little support. Of course, that's on Steam, that's on Epic. Let's crush some numbers, my friends. Make sure you're following across all the socials. Okay, we like to have our fun, as you've seen. Sometimes it's through dev diaries. Sometimes it's just some playful memes, which are absolutely on point these days. And of course, in our Discord, to give us all of your feedback in the forums. Our devs, they don't just read it, they make note of it. It's incredible to see the type of involvement with our community, between our devs and community. So keep that up, my friends. This weekend is early access for our creators. They will be out there absolutely crushing this reserve, each hunting in their own ways you've come to expect over the years. If you haven't checked them out, I highly encourage it. Some great guys and gals. There is literally a creator with a play style for you. So you can find them within our Discord. They have their own section to post their VODs and their live stream links. That goes live this Friday, I believe, at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's going to be 6 p.m. In Swedish time. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to run right through the weekend. But I might be in town. If I'm in town, I might try and get involved in the mix of things. But I don't want to take anything away from our partners. This one's been a long time in the making, my friends. A lot of care and crafting has gone into Sunder Nepal. Sunder Nepal. Sundarpatan, Nepal. The newest reserve coming to the Hunter Call of the Wild with the newest great one. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to make them flee. Scatter, baby! Oh, unfreeze. Yeah! Oh, man alive. To our dev team watching right now, I'm taking off my EW hat. I've been with you for 7 years, creating and now in the company, and I have never seen this level of crafting from you. I'm putting my hat back on and I'm tipping it in your general direction. On behalf of the community, thank you. And I can't wait to hear what you, the community, think next week. Thank you for joining me, my friends. You're all absolutely incredible. Much love from your bearded brother and everybody on the Expansive Worlds team. And before I go, don't forget the wish list. Come on, I want to see it. I want to see it. Catch you guys in the Discords. See you later. That was insane. I'm gonna leave these on my map. The next time I'm in this beta build, we're gonna go find them.